Hello. Do we have permission to record you today?
You guys do.
Okay. I'm Alex.
And I'm Holly.
And I'm Patrick.
And we will be recording in our outpatient setting and doing a couple of different assessments. So to begin, we have your name and what is your age with your date of birth?
26 years old, 11/3/92.
Okay.
Okay, and your reason for referral, we're just assessing your cognitive baseline, and we're also assessing your manual dexterity. Just kind of see what kind of baseline we're at, and your referring physician is Dr. Watkins. And can you tell us a little bit about your past medical history? Anything cognitive for your family? Any kind of brain injuries or?
My dad had a brain aneurysm about 10 years ago.
Okay. And your support system, who would you say your support system would be?
My wife, her parents, and my parents.
Okay.
And so I just want to go back to the past medical history really fast. Do you have any history of cognitive disabilities in your family or any Alzheimer's or anything like that?
My great aunt had Alzheimer's.
Okay.
That's about all I can recall.
Perfect. Okay. I just had that one question.
Yeah. And your current living situation?
I live with my wife out
In
in a house in Corden, Kentucky.
Okay.
Is your house a one-story or a two-story?
It's a one-story.
And how many steps, if there's any, to get into
There
the
are 2 steps to get from the garage into the house, and there are 2 steps to get from the front porch into the house, and there are about 5 steps from the back porch into the house.
Okay. And what would you say your current level of function would be?
Full.
Fully functional.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wonderful. What is your current pain level on a scale of 1 to 10?
0.
0? Perfect. Okay. And are you currently taking any medications?
I am not, other than just taking a multivitamin every morning.
That was responsible. So we're going to start with the Rivermead Behavioral Memory Test.
Okay.
And so it'll be a little bit over 20 minutes, give or take, but not too long. And so we're going to have Holly start out.
Okay. First, we'll go ahead and let you fill out your name and your date of birth. And today's March 20th, 2019. And I'm going to fill out what tests we're doing. We're doing assessment 1 in version A. Okay. For this first test, it's first and second name. And we're going to give you a picture, and you're going to remember the name of this person. This person is Catherine Taylor.
Can you say that?
Can you repeat this?
Catherine Taylor.
Okay.
Okay, and then for the next one, we are going to do a belonging. So we are going to give you this packet of stars as your belonging, and we are going to hide it in a drawer, and then once the assessment is over, you need to remember for us to get it and where it is.
Alrighty.
So I'll take this, and I'm going to go hide it over in the kitchen drawer, I guess. Okay. And this top one.
Okay. And now we're going to set a timer for 20 minutes. And after the 20-minute timer goes off, you're going to have to ask me, when do I have to see you again? Okay?
Alrighty.
So I'm going to start the timer now.
And next, I am going to be showing you 10 objects. They are line drawn, and so I'll show it to you. You will say it out loud, and then later on it'll be in a deck of 20, and you'll have to pick out which ones you've seen.
Okay.
So the first one.
You want to yell it? Tell.
Mhm.
Okay. Tennis racket.
Yep.
Penguin. Fiddle or violin.
Got both names.
A pig. A star. A book. A whistle. A mouse. A flower.
All right, and the last one.
A sailboat.
All right, and then later you'll pick them out of a deck of 20.
Alrighty.
Okay, next. Do you
Now-
want to go to the story?
Yeah. So now I will read you a story out of the assessment book, and it'll have 21 items that you'll have to recall, 20 different ideas. And so, as soon as I read you the story, just try to remember as much as possible.
Alrighty.
Okay. Mr. Brian Kelly, a Security Express employee, was shot dead on Monday during a bank raid in Brighton. The 4 raiders all wore masks and one carried a sawn-off shotgun. Police detectives were sifting through eyewitness accounts last night. A police spokesman said he was a very brave man. He went for the armed raider and put up a hell of a fight. Now tell me back as much of the story as you can.
Brian Kelly worked at a Security Express place, and there were 4 robbers that were masked. And Brian Kelly was considered a hero because he went after one of the armed robbers.
Wonderful. Now we'll move on to the next one. There you go.
Okay, and then we're going to present the 20 recognition cards for picture recognition.
And you will tell me if you've seen them before. And I'll show you one at a time.
Yes. Yes.
Good job of shuffling.
Yes. Yes. No. 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 Yes. 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 Yes.
Did that one different?
Yes.
And last one.
No.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, now we're going to move on to faces. And I'm going to present 5 faces for facial recognition. Okay, I want you to take a look at these faces. Okay. Now going back to these faces that I showed you earlier. I'm going to put these back in the deck. I want you to remember these faces, and I'm going to go through and you tell me if you've seen these faces before or not.
No. No. Yes. 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 No. No.
Okay.
Sounds good. And now we will do a route around the kitchen. How would you like to do that one?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to have this here with me, and I'm going to have you follow me. I'm going to show you a route, and then after I show you the route, you're going to repeat the route and do exactly as I do with this message as well. So first we're starting at the chair.
Okay.
We are walking to the fridge. We are walking to the sink, to the stove, and to the chair. Okay, now I'm going to go pick up the message and give it to you, and I want you to do the same thing that I just did.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Come from the chair to the fridge, to the sink, to the stove, set it on there, then back to the chair.
Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and do you mind if I see the assessment book, Holly?
Mhm.
Thank you. We're going to go back to the faces, again, that we just showed you before the route. And so I'm going to present you the 10 faces, and you're going to show me which ones are new and which ones are old.
Okay. From what I looked at earlier?
Mhm.
Okay. Old. I did not, it was not part of the 5, so new.
Yes.
New. 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 Old. New. Old. Old. Old.
Okay.
Very good.
Next, we will do the orientation and the date. And so we'll ask you a series of 10 questions. And so just to see if you're oriented to here and now. What year is it now?
2019.
And what month is it?
It is March.
Okay. What day of the week is it?
It is Wednesday.
And what place are we in now?
We're in my home in Corden, Kentucky.
Okay. And what city? Okay, you just said what city or town we're in. How old are you?
26.
Okay. And what year were you born?
1992.
What is the name of the present Prime Minister of Britain?
Theresa May.
What is the name of the President of the United States of America?
Donald Trump.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And so now I believe we'll just go back to,
the story.
no, we're just
No.
going to kind of have a chat until our
Okay.
alarm goes off, which is,
10 minutes.
sounds good to me.
All right.
So sorry.
It's okay. So, what game is on?
It is the NCAA tournament,
Mm,
and it is North Dakota State versus NC Central.
okay, and this is for the bracket that you guys filled out?
Yes.
Okay. This part we're just kind of talking.
Okay.
So.
It looks like North Dakota State's up 76-74 with 8.5 seconds left in the second half.
Okay.
Who do you have winning?
I have probably North Dakota State, I think. Yeah, and then Belmont won last night.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your basketball career? Since
I played 4 years at USI's arch rival, Kentucky Wesleyan.
uh-huh.
And they're not much rivals anymore.
Yeah.
Got my head split open 4 times.
Wow.
Probably a good thing we're doing this cognitive shift then.
Just thought it kind of went with this a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice anything different after that happened? Any of the times?
I had a concussion.
Okay.
Do you feel like your cognitive abilities affected any?
I do not.
What about if you are going for a really long time? Do you feel any strain?
No, I do not.
Okay. That's good.
And what do you do for a living?
I am an accountant.
Okay, so you do have to use your cognitive ability a lot throughout the day.
Yes.
A lot of numbers.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like working as an accountant?
It's not too bad. It's a secure job. I don't know if I'll do it forever, but it is what I went to school for. And my father is a CPA, and my grandpa was a CPA, and his dad was a CPA. So
Kind of passed down to you.
yep. So I worked for the family firm. So we just merged with the company out of Jackson, Tennessee. So it's worked out so far.
Good. Well, you're doing really
So
well.
how about you guys tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing and how you guys are doing in school? Flip
Well,
the script a little bit.
yeah.
Flipping a lot of it.
Yeah. We're in OT school, and we are learning a little bit about the different evaluations for people of different ages. So, like this test is the behavioral memory test. As you can tell, it's a lot of recall and response. And so it's a lot of it tests your immediate recall versus a delayed recall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the manual dexterity test is going to focus more on muscle dexterity and how well and how fast you are with moving objects
Okay.
with your hands.
Good deal. So how many more tests do we have after this one, what we're doing right now?
We just have the one manual dexterity test, but there's 2 parts to the test
Okay.
and 4 trial runs.
Good deal.
Okay.
Alrighty. And how much time's left on the timer?
There are 7 minutes left.
7 minutes, so we've burned 3 minutes.
Yes, we have.
That was a lot of talking for 3 minutes, I feel.
It really was.
Man, I thought we covered a lot of ground there.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at this name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a second. Thank you.
Pretty sure I totally messed those pictures up at the beginning. It's okay. You know, you live and you learn.
That's part of it. So how long have you guys been in the master's program?
Almost a full year. When the fall starts, it'll be a full year.
So what made you want to be an OT?
Well,
Secure job, like you said,
Yeah.
for yours.
and there's just so much flexibility with it, you know. There's like different aspects of occupational therapy that you can jump into, and you don't have to always stay like accounting. Accounting doesn't often change,
Mm-hmm.
whereas OT, you can go into different routes, different specialties, different patient populations,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like that aspect of it.
What made you want to go to OT, Alex?
My grandma told me I would like it, and I've always wanted to help people, but I never really knew what my calling was. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And ever since then, I knew I didn't want to do the same thing every day because I get bored very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is kind of like the perfect fit because it kind of changes with your clients and
That's good.
works well with my psychology degree. So that's glad
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you see yourself staying around the Evansville area or moving away?
I'd like to move away for at least a little bit, just because I've never been out of Evansville. I mean,
Okay.
I've visited other places, but I've never lived anywhere.
Okay.
So I kind of want to see what the world is like.
Good deal. Do you have anywhere in mind?
I have a friend that moved to Florida, and so I'd really like to go see her. And I've heard of a few OT jobs down there, and I feel like they're kind of good down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd also like to go west, maybe to Arizona or Seattle's like my top pick, but it's kind of expensive to live there.
Oh, yeah. I got a buddy who lives there.
Really?
Yeah. It's expensive. His dad and him run a gym.
Really?
And he trains college basketball players.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty neat. Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself staying around the Evansville area?
Yeah, I think so. Depending on if there's any jobs available here whenever we get to that point. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. Do you know what setting you would work in?
I definitely think I want to do pediatrics. I'm not sure what setting. I don't think I want to do the hospital setting, but maybe with pediatrics I could see myself.
Why are you just crossing out the hospital setting? What kind of deters you from the hospital setting?
I think it's because, like right now, all I've worked is in a hospital since 2013, so almost going on 6 years of just hospital work, and so I kind of want to see a different perspective of like outpatient or rehab or just like their own setting. I can maybe see myself going into home health, just depending on the area that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just change.
What kind of setting do you see yourself working in?
I really like to do either geriatrics with dementia. I just had a great grandmother who passed away with Alzheimer's, and so I'd kind of like to work with that population. But I also really enjoy kind of like the ABA and like autism and all that kind of facility. So that would be more pediatrics.
Definitely.
So kind of just wherever.
Good deal.
Wherever there's a job.
Yeah.
That's what I say, because I've heard of the OT field being a little flooded somewhat. I don't know if it's just this. I don't know if it's just this area.
I think it's more like wherever the college town is.
So you might want to just kind of take what you can get at first, and then kind of see where you're at in a couple of years. How much time left?
There's 2.5 minutes left.
I'm making a lot of ground.
That's good.
Yeah. When am I supposed to remind you guys to get the...
At the end of the assessment.
Oh, the whole thing? Oh, okay.
So you're remembering, so that's
I remember, and I just didn't know when I was supposed to.
That's good.
You're doing very well. Before this assessment, I was like, who's going to remember any of this stuff? But
yeah. You're remembering a lot more than I am.
That's not good.
That's why we have it on video.
That's exactly right.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Right.
Alright, we're down to 2 minutes.
If you weren't an accountant, what would you want to be?
I don't know. I like real estate a lot, so I can see myself restoring homes that are kind of in bad shape and just trying to flip them. That's kind of a side job, but that's what I'm looking at getting into, kind of on the side.
I'm watching a lot of Flip or Flop on Hulu, and I'm obsessed with it right now. So that resonates with me.
Yeah, I really enjoy just kind of looking at property, looking at land.
We're actually thinking about the house across the street.
Yeah.
Well, you said that to me in class the other day. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, if I wasn't going to be an OT, I'd want to be a real estate agent, so you can flip them, and I can sell them.
Exactly. There you go. But, it'd have to be in a better area, in a bigger area. Around here, it's just...
Like Washington?
Yeah.
Or... Sorry, I had an itch.
Yeah. Just fast forward.
We had about 10 minutes of dead space. So
we kind of flew through the first assessment. You were just too good.
Too good.
Too good.
I guess I got a decent memory so far. Hope it stays with me throughout my life.
We'll just have to test you in a few more years to see where you are again.
Yeah, maybe, hopefully.
You think you'll still remember the story?
No, I guess I could right now. You got Brian Kelly, the security express guy.
Oh, are you reading it? No, just
kidding.
I think you might be.
All right. That is the end of the 20 minutes.
Okay, and so since that is done,
that was the end of the remembering the appointment.
So, is there anything you were supposed to ask us at the end of the appointment? Or at the end of the 20 minutes?
Oh, no. Did you guys get me? Oh, man.
We're not out to get you.
Yeah, not out to get you.
You got me. I thought I was doing good, you guys.
You were doing good. So.
What was I supposed to ask you?
Do you remember, like, it references future time?
References what you're going to do in the near future.
Take the assessment test?
Okay, so your question actually was, when do I have to see you again?
Oh, yeah. When's my follow-up?
Okay.
All right, and so now we're going to do the story again, so you can tell us what you remember.
The story?
Mm-hmm.
Brian Kelly, he worked at a Security Express where he was robbed by 4 people with masks, and he was considered a hero because he went after one of the robbers and stopped him.
Very good.
All right, and then I'm going to have you go through the route again that I took you on before.
And carry the message.
Everything that we did before, I want you to do it again. Okay.
Start at the chair. Go over here to the fridge. Go over here to the sink. Go over here to the stove. There's the message. Oh, pick up the message. Now walk back to the chair.
Okay.
Sounds good. Make sure I'll put this back far enough so we can see. Hopefully. And
You didn't tell me what my follow-up appointment was.
no, you were
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Do you remember the very first and last name that we gave you at the beginning?
Catherine Taylor.
Very good. And we have finished the assessment.
And that will be the end of the assessment.
Good deal.
Is there anything that you are supposed to ask us for?
What's my follow-up appointment?
No.
There's another one.
You said it a little bit earlier.
You said it earlier. You were thinking about it.
Oh, the get my little gold star thing out of the drawer.
And where are they?
They're in this drawer right here.
First drawer? Sounds good.
First drawer.
Was he right?
What?
He was right.
What?
Okay.
Thank
Thank
star
you
for that.
so much.
All right, and soon we will be doing the Minnesota manual dexterity test.